This report put out by the Competition Bureau talking about Canada needing more grocery competition. This is kind of small, I apologize, but we'll just kind of go through these high-level stats. So they're taking public opinion surveys that they took since, I think, last October. The first one here is how often do you buy groceries, with 44% of Canadians saying they buy groceries once a week and 37% of Canadians saying they buy groceries 2 to 3 times per week. 49% of Canadians surveyed here said that stores they typically go to when buying groceries is Loblaws and the stores they operate. 28% says Sobeys and the stores they operate. Walmart is 25%. Metro and the stores they operate, 22%. So I'm guessing that this is one where you could like select all that apply. Costco 18%, and then other grocery stores 28%. In the past 3 months, 17% of those surveyed said that they've used third-party grocery delivery services such as Instacart. 12% have used online ordering with curbside pickup, which really took off during the pandemic as a necessity. They asked, how often do you go to multiple grocery stores to get the best price? 41% said sometimes, 21% said often, and 21% said never. And 17% of people are very often going from store to store to get those best prices. And then this is just like the high level, pretty way of all that I just said. 75% have a loyalty or points card from a grocery store. And if you use Optimum points, that is what they're talking about. 34% of people said having that loyalty card does bring them back to that store to buy their groceries from there. Take all my data. I want my points. And they did the same exercise that I did. This is so important for people to understand that Loblaws isn't just Loblaws. If you'll notice, there's not many actual Loblaws stores. I think they know that that name is kind of tarnished and people don't want to associate with it. So they just changed them to Fortinos, but it's still Loblaws, and as is Shoppers Drug Mart, and they keep buying more. They're going into the health industry. Sobeys is similar. They have a ton of grocery stores. And Metro, some, but they're not as big. And I did do a deep dive into looking at their financials and the profit margins, the gross profit margin, so how much they're marking up their groceries. And Loblaws was the highest. I think it was average 30%. Sobeys 25%, and Metro had the lowest markup with an average of about 20%. The rest of the report is very small writing, and they basically just say the same things, those 4 points that I touched on in the previous video. And let's start making our government make these large corporations accountable. I have a CPA firm and I want to help the little guys. I had enough of the BS that is corporate finance. So anyway, check out the Beehive. Would love to have you. Ether it.